We're explorers. We're creating the tools to inspire a whole new generation of filmmakers. The first word that comes to mind is dependable. It's capable, agile. Every detail has a purpose. Every ounce saved increases performance and removes barriers. ALTA's up, heading to position 1. At the heart, it's got a Synapse flight control. Intelligence with purpose, giving pilots exquisite control. All are tools. They have an honesty in engineering, a sense of design simplicity, functionality. You feel the power, the control, the agility. Every aspect of this machine understands your needs. To Freefly, stabilization was the building block for movement. Movement leads inevitably to flight. Introducing the ALTA 8.
At its launch, the Inspire 1 was a revolution. It turned tens of thousands of people into aerial filmmakers and now appears on professional film sets around the world. The Inspire 2 builds on this foundation, empowering filmmakers to be more creative than ever, whether flying as a team or operating as a single pilot. A dedicated 2-axis stabilized FPV camera with independently adjustable pitch gives the pilot a personal live feed, freeing the camera op to move any way they need to get the shot. Top speed is boosted to 58 miles per hour, 94 kilometers per hour, and ascent and descent is also accelerated. This speed doesn't come without protection. DJI's unmatched flight autonomy system comes to the Inspire 2, bringing with it an extended range of close to 100 feet, meaning faster flight with protection from what it can see. It also adds an infrared sensing system placed on top of the Inspire, extending obstacle avoidance to obstructions overhead. The new dual battery design increases flight time, hitting a maximum of 27 minutes when using the X4S camera, and also provides battery redundancy. Self-heating systems mean the Inspire 2 can be flown in extreme cold. The Zenmuse X5S Micro Four Thirds camera now has a 20.8 megapixel sensor with better pixel performance. It is capable of capturing 5.2K at 30 frames per second, as well as 4K at 60 frames per second. It also supports Cinema DNG and ProRes recording.
And you just kind of look at it and you go, like, that's really small, but how can this little small thing give these big results? Normally I wouldn't think of using a drone for normal shots, but kind of made this really simple shot easily, you know, and look great. And I'm telling you, I'm really picky.
The Inspire 2 is DJI Focus compatible for precision focus control. A broad range of Micro Four Thirds lenses are also supported, including zooms from 9mm to 45mm.
The 45 is pretty beautiful on this camera. We use that a lot for close-ups and has a great depth of field and just makes me feel like, you know, that's kind of cinematic for me.
The Inspire 2 image processor, known as CineCore 2.0, offers Cinema DNG, ProRes, H.264, and H.265 recording onto a detachable PCIe SSD drive with a maximum read and write speed of 6 gigabits per second or a micro SD card.
ProRes is a widely used delivery method for post-production, offering flexibility for editing while not compromising image quality. But to get the absolute most out of what you shoot, the Inspire 2 also captures RAW.
Acquiring content on RAW just gives you more information to work with in your post-process. The RAW native Cinema DNG format gives you the most dynamic range possible of that camera. Basically takes full advantage of the sensor and everything that it can see.
There isn't one shot that we compromised for detail, for color purity, for separation of images, for black, for low light detail, highlight detail. Boy, I never could have told you that this particular footage came from a drone. It's just too good.
New intelligent modes, including Spotlight Pro and Profile, make cinematic shots easier for production teams and even for single operators.
Spotlight Pro keeps the camera locked on the subject, rotating beyond 360 degrees to fix the target in frame as the Inspire flies. While Profile mode turns the camera to capture the subject's profile as the Inspire flies forward. By maintaining forward flight, obstacle sensing systems are able to protect the aircraft.
The onboard FPV camera separates the flight view from the main camera view, effectively giving the Inspire 2 a dedicated tap fly camera. Just tap on the screen to fly in that direction and focus on camera control. During return to home, the primary camera with a maximum sensing range of 200 meters is used to effectively avoid obstructions.
Live TV broadcasting has also been enabled natively through an optimized broadcast mode that streams smooth video at the 1080i50 and 720p 60 live broadcast standard. The Inspire 2 brings better quality images, more power, and more intelligence to professional aerial filmmaking, setting the stage for more filmmakers to take to the sky.
You've waited all day for the best light. You've waited for just the right moment. The Typhoon H Plus gives you the confidence to capture the best shots you've ever taken. With this aerial camera, professional-grade features are accessible at any skill level. Capture incredible imagery with a large aperture 1-inch sensor camera, capable of 20 megapixel stills and 4K footage at 60 frames per second. Typhoon H Plus comes equipped with Intel RealSense technology, a sophisticated collision avoidance system that detects obstacles and intelligently navigates around them. This aerial camera is powered by a newly redesigned Android-based ST16 controller, which includes a large, high-brightness 7-inch integrated display. Leading its category in stable flight and quiet operation, the large 6-rotor airframe is extremely stable in winds up to 30 miles per hour and is 40% quieter than previous Hex models. Capture those perfect moments with the all-new Typhoon H Plus.
At DJI, true innovation is seeing the bigger picture. Every iteration is the culmination of all that we do to bring you the very best. Here's everything you've been waiting for and beyond. This is Mavic 2. The aircraft comes in two new editions, Mavic 2 Pro and Mavic 2 Zoom. Both cameras utilize DJI's latest 3-axis gimbal technology, ensuring smooth, stable footage in any situation. Mavic 2 Pro commands a powerful 1-inch sensor, offering you greater image quality with superior light and color performance. Co-engineered with Hasselblad, the new camera houses an adjustable aperture lens for more control over your lighting environment. Captures stunning aerial photos at 20 megapixels with extreme detail. Mavic 2 Pro supports a 10-bit D-Log M color profile that yields higher dynamic range for more flexibility in the grading room. Mavic 2 Zoom is all about dynamic perspective. With a 2x optical zoom lens, it offers greater safety, efficiency, and more creative opportunities. The 48mm focal length compresses your perspective, enhancing the parallax effect for a classic cinematic look. You're able to punch in quickly for a tighter shot, even from 100 meters away, keeping a safe distance from your subject. Don't be fooled by its size. Mavic 2's zoom lens is powerful, constantly adjusting to your commands for seamless zoom control and autofocus tracking. This keeps your subject clear while you focus on framing. Mavic 2 Zoom gives you access to dolly zoom for an otherworldly warped perspective. Both editions record 4K video with an advanced H.265 compression, so your images retain even more detail. Speed things up in a dynamic aerial hyperlapse with the simple tap of a button. 4 different modes give you a variety of shots for any time-lapse situation. Mavic 2 also supports enhanced HDR photo, an improved technique that blends a sequence of photos for greater dynamic range and image clarity. It wouldn't be a Mavic if it couldn't go with you anywhere, anytime. We kept that same foldable design and tweaked a few things that make a world of difference. After countless hours of research and testing, Mavic 2's refined chassis and low-noise propellers make it DJI's most advanced aerodynamic aircraft to date. These subtle yet powerful improvements give you a smoother, quieter flight for greater discretion when the situation requires. Mavic 2 extends your creative potential with up to 31 minutes of flight time and a max speed of 72 kilometers per hour in sport mode. The all-new OcuSync 2.0 provides a 1080p transmission signal up to 8 kilometers, so you can edit full HD footage directly from the cache on your mobile device. 2.4 to 5.8 gigahertz auto switching offers better performance in environments with busy signal interference. For the first time in a DJI drone, Mavic 2 boasts obstacle sensors on all sides of the aircraft. Its digital nervous system continually transmits data to a new, more powerful central processor. The aircraft analyzes every inch of its surroundings to move around obstacles without stopping, so you can focus on capturing the perfect shot. When you have a need for tracking at high speeds, stay fully immersed in the action with ActiveTrack 2.0. Aided by its vision systems, Mavic 2 maps a 3D view of the environment for greater accuracy and tracking up to 72 kilometers per hour. Trajectory prediction algorithms also help to maintain course when your subject is blocked by an obstruction. DJI goggles users can enjoy an enhanced experience with a clearer video feed and lower latency. When it comes to portability or quality, small details or the big picture, your vision or reality, Mavic 2 brings the best of both worlds. So you can explore the outer reaches of your imagination and create content that truly feels out of this world.
When I plan a shoot, I never want to feel restricted. I want the camera to be mine to move anywhere. Whether that's on the ground or in the air, what matters is getting the shot. Using the DJI M600, I have the freedom to move a professional cinema camera anywhere.
The DJI M600 is a completely integrated heavy lifter aerial system for filmmakers. It includes everything needed to go from assembly to flying. We designed the M600 to combine seamlessly with the Ronin MX, our first openly compatible aerial gimbal. The gimbal can also rotate 360 degrees continuously, so it never needs to be reset. The M600 is compatible with the DJI Zenmuse camera line and allows full camera control of shutter speed, ISO, f-stop, frame rate, and more. By connecting DJI Focus to Lightbridge 2, operators can pull focus with any camera setup that falls within its maximum payload.
Traditionally, heavy aerial systems use big batteries, and it makes travel really difficult. But with the M600, I never have to worry about that anymore.
Powering the M600 is a set of 6 DJI intelligent batteries. Their size makes them easy to transport and replace. They also provide an additional layer of security and reliability during flight. These batteries give the M600 a fully loaded flight time of up to 15 minutes at a 13.2-pound payload, or up to 35 minutes with the Zenmuse X5R.
Accuracy is key when I'm shooting, and shots need to be repeatable when filming take after take.
Equipped with the A3 flight controller, you get intelligent flight modes such as waypoints, follow me, and point of interest. The M600 can also be upgraded to the A3 Pro for 3 GPS units and 3 IMUs. Data from these systems are compared hundreds of times per second or more, depending on the flight situation, and any anomalies are intelligently ignored to ensure flying remains safe. Video transmission is handled by Lightbridge 2, which provides an HD video feed up to 1080p at 60 frames per second, ideal for monitoring up to 3 miles away. With Lightbridge 2's SDI output, television broadcasters now have broadcast standard video outputs of 720p at 59.94 frames per second and 1080i at 50 frames per second. For developers, you will also be able to completely customize the M600 and Ronin MX through the DJI SDK.
Every time you have a piece of equipment on a film set that can do multiple things, it opens up your creativity.